because like I lost my sight within 3 months,
Wow.
and I just wanted to go back to work, but then I couldn't. I figured out that I realized that I couldn't. I went to rehab, and someone else down in rehab about my age was going to college, and so I asked my counselor if I could go to college, and he said that I could. So I ended up going to college for social work, and my big plan was I would get a social work degree, go to work at the local hospital, and everything would be butterflies and roses. But it kind of didn't work that way. Um, you need a master's degree to work at the hospital. And at first the state wasn't going to pay for my master's degree. And then I found out just how hard it was to get a job when you're blind and disabled, and how bad transportation is in Lancaster, well, public transportation. And that is sort of when I started looking for something else to do, and I got involved in some advocacy work, and I met someone through my advocacy work doing life coaching, and I was like, oh, I could do that. And that was sort of the start of my business.
Wow.
Because that was like my social work, and I could do it from home.
So,
oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
Yeah, because like I've always wanted to help people, and so that way I could help people, and I could be at home, and I could do it, and with my computer, and I was like all set and all happy, and didn't realize how long and hard and of a journey it would be.
You seem to have done pretty well with that, and have overcome quite a bit. Is there a profession other than what you're currently doing that you'd like to attempt at some point?
Rodeo.
Yeah,
no. I do want to ride horses again, maybe, but yeah, no. I don't think so. I'm happy with. I just want to help people right now. That's just. I want to finish my book. I'm working on a book, but other than that, I think I'm just, life coach / author, I think is pretty much my niche, at least for the moment.
Okay. So, obviously, you've got a lot of strengths that I've already heard about this morning, but what would you say your greatest strength is?
Helping people, giving advice.
Okay.
I've given people advice since I was young, so everybody comes to me for advice.
That's good.
Now I can just get paid for it.
Yeah, that's the upside there. What would you say your greatest weakness is then, kind of on the flip side of that first question?
Right now, it's Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There are a lot of weaknesses right now because of my blindness. Mm-hmm. I would say sometimes being patient.
Yeah,
I can be very patient, but yet there are times that I can be not very impatient.
Yeah, I struggle with that one every day. I like to think of myself as a patient person, but I've discovered my patience does have limits, and it's usually with myself.
Exactly. And right now, I'd also like to learn how. I wish I could do more graphic design, because I have 4 children's books that need uh, designed or illustrated. I know, I'm just like popping things out left and right. They're just.
Well, that's interesting. I was just actually thinking of an illustrator that I know I might put you in touch with that might be able to help you.
That would be
great. So where do you get your best ideas? We all have that special place that we go to, whether it's, nature or, walking the dog or what have you. Where's that place for you?
Music.
Mm-hmm.
Just when I'm kind of totally zened out on music sometimes, or currently I am dogless, sadly. Okay. When I'm playing with my dog, generally, I will be getting a dog soon, hopefully. I like adopting dogs from like the Humane League. I like adopting older dogs.
Yeah.
So right now I'm just between dogs, but yeah, and out and, but mainly music. I just love music. Before we started, I was listening to a couple of songs just to get my energy up a little bit and just to get me focused.
That's a good one. That's a good one there. So if you were to describe kind of at a high level the process that goes on behind the scenes with your business, how would you describe that as far as what you do for people?
Well, the main thing is it's basically a 3-step process that I help them rebuild, refocus, and renew. Because like once you become disabled, it's like getting the rug pulled out from under you.
Yeah.
It's the best way I know how to say it. So first of all, you have to rebuild a little bit, and then you refocus and figure out what you kind of maybe want to do, what you can do. And then the renew part is you come out on the other side with your plan and hopefully new you, and realize that your life doesn't end, and and sometimes I look at it like you have a second chance of life on your life.
Sure. And you have a very positive outlook. I'm just I'm very much in awe of your outlook at things. It's been clear through our whole conversation this morning that
now that I learned how to talk again.
So kind of with our last question here this morning together, if you can tell me something that is true about you that almost no one knows, kind of that trivia thing. What was there something that nobody knows about you that actually is true?
I love giraffes.
Really? Wow.
Yep. I have over 100 giraffes in my house. And they are in just about every room. There is a local store that's going out of business. Mm-hmm. They have giraffe pillowcases that I am getting in the mail. I just can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm going to have giraffe pillowcases.
Well, that sounds fun. That's a fun thing. We all need that little something that we do.
And I'm going to get a rocket copter. So this blind woman is going to be flying some kind of helicopter. in her house. So
Well, that sounds fun.
that should be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, be sure to send us pictures of that one. That'll be exciting. That'll be exciting.
Yeah. Just because I'm blind, I don't really realize that I am blind, I think.
Yeah, and that should be the lesson for anybody right there is, the success that you've had, and really, for other people to not see that on some level has to be, one of the highest levels of compliment, that you've overcome something to such a degree that they forget that that's even true. So yeah, I certainly commend you for the hard journey that you've gone through and the success that you had with that. And with that, I'd again like to thank you, Yvonne, for coming on our program this morning and speaking to our listeners and just giving them little tidbits about a life and lessons learned in life, and things that they can sort of take in, put in perspective, and apply those things, because there's growth and there's value in being able to learn from other people. So again, Yvonne, thank you for being on our program this morning.
Thank you for having me, James.
It's been a pleasure, and if you're open to it, down the road, I'd like to have you on again.
I would very much appreciate that.
Well, great. And you have a great rest of the day.
You too. Try to stay cool.
Oh, yeah. And you too.
Thank you.